10 exercises to do every day. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. Workout routines tend to become one of the more convoluted, cluttered aspects of our lives. I used to follow a program with different accessory work each day and all kinds of novelty equipment. I tried integrating 100 different tricks into 3 days a week, which left me keeping track of minutiae like what I needed to put in my bag for the next day and numerous set representative schemes. A fitness routine in a vacuum tells you nothing, so here's how I came up with this list. I have no injuries to work around. And my goals are to be strong and look good while having enough energy outside the gym to keep up with life. I'm not trying to go to the Olympics. I just want to be able to help my friends move, lead my family on a backpacking trip, and maybe turn a head or two at the beach. These are the movements I chose to get me there. 1. Deadlifts. Deadlifts are the ultimate strength builder. They mimic a movement pattern we use in everyday life, picking things up and putting them back down. And they carry over to any hobby or activity that requires you to tense your body, so virtually all of them. You'll see development in your lats, traps, hamstrings, abs and forearms. Perhaps best of all, there is something just so empowering and therapeutic about walking up to a heavy weight and picking it up. 2. Pull-ups. Pull-ups are another fundamental human movement. Everybody should be able to pull themselves up from a hanging position at least once. And pull-ups are also one of the best exercises for building your arms, back, and total upper body strength. Even if you can't do a single pull-up yet, lots of men and women use bands and negative reps to achieve the same benefits, and eventually reach their first unassisted representative. 3. Running. Most people seem to love or hate running, but I'm an oddball that falls somewhere in between. Although running is not my favorite way to spend an afternoon, I do appreciate getting outside and exploring new trails while performing a fantastic exercise for my aerobic health. Running's efficacy and minimal requirements, and of course the fact that I am routinely tested on my running ability at work, make it an obvious choice for my conditioning routine. 4. Turkish get-ups. Many people have either never heard of or shy away from Turkish get-ups, and that's a shame. This exercise is the simple laying to standing pattern we do every day, but weighted. Adding load to the movement will build your pressing strength, grip strength, and especially core strength. Consistently doing Turkish get-ups improved my deadlift, overhead press, climbing, wrestling, even swimming. They also require nothing more than a kettlebell and some space around you. However, TGUs do require very precise technique, so I highly recommend investing in Pavel Tsatsoulin's books or a coach before starting. Standing and laying down with a cannonball over your head is inherently risky, so progress slowly, respect the weight, and be ready to check your ego and ditch the bell into the space around you. 5. Overhead press. While the bench press stations at my gym have lines during the evening rush, I see few people working on overhead pressing strength. However, a vertical press seems much more natural than a horizontal press, i.e. bench press. I have never been lying on my back and had to push something up, but I do hoist things over my head fairly frequently. Not to mention, lifting overhead is easier on my elbows and shoulders than the bench, and I appreciate that OHP requires only a relatively small amount of weight. Everyone loves to compare bench numbers, but I promise when you slide a couple 45s on the bar and press your body weight, you'll turn a few heads. 6. Farmer's walks. Everybody has to carry heavy things around, whether groceries, tools for your job, or a piano. The farmer's walk lets you formally practice that movement, and is a fantastic total body exercise. Your legs, traps, core and grip all work to support and propel the weight. Like all my favorite exercises, farmer's walks require minimal equipment. While I love the hex bar with variously sized handles at my gym, you can do farmer's walks with dumbbells, kettlebells, or do-it-yourself implements like a duffel bag full of sand. Even if you don't have 2 matching weights, you can carry just one at a time and leave your other hand empty, which requires even more core stability. If you only have lighter dumbbells or kettlebells available, walk with 1 or 2 held overhead, called a waiter's walk, to build pressing strength while reaping the stabilizing benefits of loaded carries. 7. Dips. My favorite exercise for pushing strength is dips. I prefer them to push-ups because they require relatively fewer reps, for strong men. For example, being really good at push-ups means triple digits, whereas really good at dips is still around 50. Moreover, once you hit 10 to 20, for ladies, or 20-30, gentlemen, bodyweight reps, you can easily add weight and use dips as a brutal maximal strength exercise, and keep increasing your bodyweight reps. Either way, dips are a great choice for sculpting your arms and shoulders and complementing pull-ups for upper body strength. 8. Squats, both front and back. For building strong, muscular legs, you can't go wrong with squats. They also force you to practice tensing your core, much like deadlifts. I do a day each of front and back squats every week. The bar on my back allows me to move more weight and chase maximum strength, whereas the bar in the clean position demands more from my core and glutes. Whichever variation I do, I end each squat workout by grabbing a pull-up bar and just hanging for a while. Your spine will appreciate the stretch after the compressive load from squatting, and you get some simultaneous grip work from holding onto the bar. Previously strenuous hiking trails became much more enjoyable when I got serious about running and squatting. 9. Rowing machine. A rowing machine, colloquially called an erg, is great for days when weather prohibits running, or I just want to change up my conditioning. My college rowing team was considered some of the fittest guys and girls on campus, and the erg showed me why. It's a simple tool that combines strength endurance, aerobic capacity, and mental toughness. You're basically doing a deadlift and a modified pull-up over and over again, and your legs and back will show it after a while. Just like with running, you can scale a rowing workout to long slow steady sessions, e.g. 50 minutes continuous, or do 500 meters repeats to recreate the benefits of 400 meters and 800 meters running intervals. 10. Banded hip thrusts. Contrary to popular belief, you really don't get a lot of glute involvement from squats and deadlifts. I add banded hip thrusts to fill the strength and vanity gaps that quad and hamstring dominant compound lifts create. I prefer bands to barbells because they're easier to set up, can be done at home, and deliver a better contraction due to the dynamic load. What do you think about our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.